Welcome back to my channel. Let's get right into it.
Specific restaurant have said that sometimes when it's late at night they do hear strange noises in certain parts of it. In 2013, however, something happened. This footage was taken from a security camera within the restaurant, and it shows a woman finishing her meal and walking away. What happens next can't be explained, and even another customer notices it. Check it out. Now, I'm very skeptical when it comes to stuff like this, and I wouldn't show you guys something without the possibility of myself believing in it first. If it is a hoax, it's a damn good one. But what makes this so believable to me is the fact that when the plate crashed, this woman turned around and looked as if she heard what happened, while her friend kept talking to her. If they were both in on it, I would think they would have both stopped together and looked. If this was a hoax and strings were used, I'm not sure how that would have worked either, because the woman, when she got up to leave the table, walked in front of where the cables could have been pulling the menu and plate. However, looking back at the footage, she doesn't seem too worried about her footing when she leaves. Could it be real? The manager commented on the issue. The customer who heard the crash brought the situation to his attention. He says, "When we heard about the footage, we thought it was a setup and staff having a bit of fun. However, we have been assured that this wasn't the case, and on further inspection of the footage, we cannot explain how this happened. Is it a publicity stunt? The restaurant already seems fairly popular. What do you guys think?"
So as you can see, the narrator brought up all the good points. That if he you know what I'm saying, there's no strings, like the woman is walking, she wanted to try to like dodge the strings. How it was realistic that the other woman turned around and her friend kept talking to her. Them were all good points, man. I can't even argue with that. But that clip was crazy. Like usually you will see, the only thing I can say that's weird, usually you will see like one thing fly off the table. Maybe it's a cup, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a cup, it's a spoon, a plate, but it was like the napkin moved, and then the food brochure on the table moved, and then a spoon, and then now I want to say the plate got thrown on the ground, and then the chair moved. The chair was like the second thing to move. I want to say after the napkin. So that was crazy, man. It's a good clip. Let's continue.
In 2012, in the city of Manchester, located within the UK, the Castlefield House office building on Liverpool Road had something strange happen on the building's security cameras. The clips show an empty office building coming alive at night around 3 a.m. as chairs and papers fly across the room, computers turn on and off, shadows glide across the walls, and something continuously jiggles a door handle while it all happens, as if whatever it is trying to get out. The full duration of the footage is 5 minutes long, so I can't show you guys everything, but you can find a link to the original video down in the description. For now, take a look at a piece of the footage with me and tell me what you guys believe. This building is in fact dubbed by the public as Manchester's most haunted office block, and it's home to dozens of companies including several finance and PR firms, but it's highly debatable if the footage is real. As far as I can tell, I can't see any way that it's fake. Scott Mackinnon, however, would have a different opinion. He runs Phoenix Paranormal Investigation from his home in Denton, UK, has for 20 plus years, and he believes the footage is fake. If you'd like to know why, check out the article on the matter down in the description. But what do you think? Is this fake? Number 8. Night Crawlers. In 2008, CCTV footage was released on YouTube and it went viral. What it showed was some sort of creature or paranormal entity walking on two legs with only a head, no arms, and no torso. The footage was later disregarded as it was too compressed and pixelated to tell whether or not it had been tampered with, although most said it looked too real to be CGI. 3 years later in 2011, a couple was having trouble with break-ins near Yosemite National Park in California, so they pointed their security camera toward the driveway, and what they captured was very similar to the footage in 2008. Take a look. Still don't believe? Well, apparently these stick-like creatures had a link to ancient Native American Indians, as you can see carvings out of trees that were done by them hundreds of years ago. Now what do you think?
What I think, man, I think that is that was interesting because I didn't know what to make of that. I don't know if they was like, cause they definitely look like ghosts, of course, but they walking all slow. And then the fact that he brought up that they had got a link back to the Native Americans. As you can see, the Native Americans have made statues of them. So usually when somebody make a statue of something, well, today at least, it means like something good or somebody did something that should be remembered for a while. Even though they also did like some pretty bad things too. But for the Native Americans to make like statues, figures, of what we just seen of the ghosts. So I want to, you know what I'm saying? That's interesting. I wonder what was the significance of the ghost to the Native Americans. That'd be interesting to find out if anybody would know that. But I don't know. It was interesting to see because I often say that you really can't, you can't tell if it's real or fake. But you can, like, how can somebody fake that? You feel me? And then the second video was so clear, man. It was like, come on, man. This is real. But I think what's really boosted over the top for me was what I was just talking about, the Native Americans, them bringing it up, and them having statues made of it. That is incredible. That's incredible, man. Let's get right back into it. I ain't gonna lie.
The Horton Mine. This next piece of footage was caught by a man named Frank, who is an abandoned mine explorer that uploads all of his footage to his YouTube channel. He has explored over 100 mines, but has never encountered anything as creepy as what he found in the abandoned Horton Mine located within Nevada. Frank is not a paranormal investigator and never has been. He is used to the atmosphere of abandoned mines, but this one was different. Judging by his other videos, there's no reason to believe that this video was a hoax. The footage speaks for itself, so take a look.
I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. Don't know if you can see that in the video or not. Yeah, this mine definitely has a very spooky vibe to it. So I'm gonna head back out and check out the other stuff that's here. This is just too wet and too muddy. And obviously something is making the chains swing. So time to get the hell out of here.
Now, if that wasn't weird enough, the following year, Frank went back to the Horton Mine and ventured in deeper. What happens next, whether it's real or not, is for you to decide.
There's the ore pass with all the cascading water, and what the fuck is that? I don't know what that was, but there was a sudden blast of cold air, and I'm getting out of here.
I can't prove it, but usually when people like get to feeling cold air, especially out of nowhere, that mean that you are in the presence of a ghost. So yeah, man, that was interesting. The fact that he got up out of there because he said that he felt a sun rush, whatever he said. He felt a sun breeze or something of cold air. So yeah, man. Usually, and you will see it if you watch multiple TV shows, this or that, you will be able to see like, yo, bro, like a lot of people would bring up like, yo, I just feel cold air, or it's cold in here, walk the bed, and then something scary happened, like a door flying open or spoons flying, this and that. So yeah, man, that was interesting.
Mellow Bird. If you haven't heard of Mellow Bird, he's a popular YouTuber who has uploaded many videos displaying what he believes to be a poltergeist within his house that he says is haunted. In this video, you can see him sitting at his table with an Ouija board and an electromagnetic field detector, which is believed to tell when ghosts are near. The EMF detector spikes, and what happens next can't be explained. His videos seem too good to be true, but he has also made many videos debunking others' disbelief. Check out the footage and tell me what you think.
Hi guys, happy Halloween. We're gonna try this again. Didn't work out too well last time. I'm a bit like this. If you didn't see what happened last time, I'll annotatify it up here somewhere. 1, 2. I didn't swear. I don't know. I'm tempted to run out the garden. I really can't do anything with that anyway. The noise is going on. Alright, that's pretty much garden time. The power of Christ compels ye. That's terrible. Garden time.
As you can see, he was playing with a Ouija board. What make this video even more believable, the narrator even said that he has done this multiple times and has shown the people like, yo, this keeps happening. You know, maybe it's something different every time. Maybe this chore or that spawn or this one. But this might be the most intense video he have on his channel. I'm not sure. But that what makes this even more believable. But as you can see, he just put his that was his right hand over the glass or to the side of the glass, and then that shattered. But the drawer behind him to his left, it opened, and then as you can see, it was more stuff getting thrown on the ground behind him. So all of that is interesting, man. Obviously, this one's 100% real, man. Come on, man. There's a lot of good clips though. So let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's keep it rolling. See what else they
Girl. Now, there is little to no information about this one, and it still creeps me out. In 2009, a video was uploaded to YouTube titled Flying Girl in Russian Wood by a channel that has never been active since. In the description, all it says is, I have recorded this video while going for a long walk. I was very surprised. I didn't expect to meet anyone because I was in the woods. Take a look. After stabilizing the footage, I noticed something strange. If you really look at the little girl that appears to be levitating, she keeps looking around at the ground as if she doesn't know what's causing her to levitate. This only leaves 3 possibilities. 1, this whole video is a hoax. 2, the mother is somehow controlling the levitation. Or 3, there's a third entity here. But ghosts cannot levitate people, right? I thought only demons could do that. Number 4, the cemetery girl. This video comes from a celebrity individual who was a part of a reality TV show hosted somewhere in Mexico. It shows a man exploring a cemetery around 1:30 a.m., searching for a ghost that is rumored to have been spotted there on numerous occasions. He gets his wish. Perhaps the creepiest part about the footage is the girl's scream while he's running away. Number 3, the body of a pig. In 2007, a video was posted to the internet by paranormal investigator Devin Raymond. He doesn't say where the video was recorded other than a secret location somewhere in England, and he also refuses to say who he was with, claiming that his association with the group he investigated with ended due to reasons he cannot legally disclose. The video highlights an effect known as electronic voice phenomenon, or EVP, which are believed to be spirit voices captured on a recording device. Devin and his friend receive one.
Let me stick the camera through the hole first, might be a body in there. What a tramp with no teeth. East what, subway? East wing. Can you get him? Can you get him? Get him.
And after Devin investigates the footage and pictures that he and his friend took later on, he finds this.
Now that might not have been a ghost. That's probably was a demon, man. They said it had somebody of a pig. I don't know. I don't know. I guess it got packed up in the afterlife. Simple, but as you can see, when they showed that the photo that they captured, man, and it was more clear before the screen got all brighter. But it looked like what? It looked like somebody was stuck. You can see the eyes. It looked kind of like he had 2 horns on his head too, though. So, yeah, man, that's crazy, insane stuff. Insane.
Hell. This one is definitely my own personal favorite because of the reaction. The reaction is so realistic, and it's definitely how I would have reacted too. What the video shows is a man opening a door that leads to some sort of corridor. I'm not sure if it's a part of his house, or if he's in an apartment building. In fact, there is little to no information about this video at all, which is mostly why I think it's so creepy. What the man finds outside his door can't be explained. Take a look. Number 1, the rake. The rake might be paranormal, or it might be a living animal. It is described by original reports as a naked man or large hairless dog of some sort with a body position that seems unnatural, as if it had been hit by a car. The creator of the original account of the rake is yet unknown. According to accounts, the rake was written of on 4 different continents and was first described in the 12th century, around 1100 to 1200 AD, but provides actual testimony from the year 1691 at the earliest. A mariner's log from 1691 says, "He came to me in my sleep. From the foot of my bed I felt a sensation. He took everything. We must return to England. We shall not return here again at the request of the rake. The next earliest is an account from the 1800s where it cites a Spanish journal entry describing it as having hollow eyes. Following that is a 1964 suicide note mentioning the rake, and the accounts go on. Supposedly, the rake lives within dense forests. This theory came about when a man left his camera in a forest in Louisiana. When he returned, the camera had been destroyed, but the memory card was intact, and this image was recovered and was later featured on the news. Then, as the years went by, more people began searching for the rake and finding it, but none of the evidence was more compelling than a routine telescopic camera search in Liverpool back in April of 2011. The Northwest Water Company spotted something unusual lurking around down there on 3 separate occasions. Take a look.
Okay, so they call them the rakes, man. From what I can see, they got some good footage on them. And they said it was first recorded back in what, like 1200? Not recorded, maybe written about. So I guess it's still kind of recorded, but well, they was first seen or found back in 1200 AD. So that's insane. But I would just say the lack of evidence. They had some good evidence on here though, especially the one in the because I was finna say at first you could see something like fly by in the tunnel, and that shit happened 2 different times. And whatever remote control they was using to record that, which is weird. I don't know what they was like trying to stop. I guess they want the thing to come back and walk the man. Well, didn't make sense at first, but it eventually made sense when they showed the clip when the thing was going, and then you could see something peek from the side of the corner. And then he kind of stopped, and I was thinking in my head at first, I'm like, why don't he keep on? If you're using a remote control thing and you physically can't get harmed, why don't you keep on going so you can try to see? No, I'm trying to get a better look at it or more quality footage of it. But then it ended up paying up though, because the thing came right back around the corner and look. So it couldn't. I mean, I don't understand how you hoax that. The eyes is like super bright and shiny, and then it looked like it was standing on. It looked like it was on all 4s though. I ain't gonna lie, like it had 2 little mini legs. Then you can only see like the one big arm, but it looked like it was like a gorilla type, not big, but just how it moved though. So yeah, man. All right, with that being said, man, I mean this is a good video. You had the first video started off with a banger. You had the stuff being flying off the table, brochure moving, like a legitimate clip, and then you had the clip of the in no order. You had the dude playing with the Ouija board. You can see the glass shatter, the drawer behind him open before the glass shatter, and then stuff, other stuff being thrown behind him. What made that clip even more believable is that they said that he had a channel where he uploaded other videos, and they show you like some similar things happening, which is believable. A lot of people that play with Ouija boards will tell you that they come in contact with evil spirits, so that was cool. And then you had the clip that the thing that had like the head is walking on either 2 legs or 2 arms. The first clip that they showed was kind of grainy, you couldn't tell, but the second one was super clear, and it looked like you could hear footsteps in that clip too. So it looked like somebody was watching out the window of their house, and I wonder just how they felt about that. But anyway, and then what made that clip even more believable, they said the Native Americans, as you can see, he showed they got statues of what looked like what we seen, so of the ghost or the spirit. So that was interesting. I just, like I said before, I just want to know, what do the Native Americans think about that? You know what I'm saying? But they made statues of them, so maybe it's something that's a good sign for them for some reason. But I don't know. And then you have the rake clip, which is interesting. But I'll say one clip that I'll just say that just threw me all the way off. When you see the daughter in the air levitating and the mama is looking up at her, man, if your daughter just start levitating out of nowhere, any parent, no matter if you a woman or a man, you looking up at your daughter while the man this and that, and then she start levitating anywhere, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't trying to jump and get her down, that only means one thing, and the narrator brought it up. That means that she must have been controlling her and levitating her daughter in the air. You see what I'm saying? So I don't, bro. But I don't know. Let's keep it. Man, I don't know. I gotta say that one fake. I don't know not one person. I don't know one person, my nigga. They got superpowers. I mean, I might get. No, I'm just playing. I don't know one person that got superpowers, man. But with that being said, this is a good video.